Welcome to JOL Vietnam Market Brief, the third quarter of 2017. Firstly, let's talk about Vietnam economy. Vietnam economy increased sharply in third quarter 17. Vietnam GDP reached a record high of around 7.5%, higher than the 6.3% in second quarter 17. During the first 9 months of 2017, the GDP growth rate surged to more than 6.4%. It's the highest figure since first quarter 16, according to the General Statistics Office. With regard to the economic structure, the service sector witnessed a considerable rise of 7.3% year-on-year, followed by the industrial and construction sector with nearly 7.2% year-on-year. The agriculture, forestry, and fishery sector improved slightly in third quarter 17 compared to the previous quarters and witnessed an increase of 2.8% year-on-year. Retail sales and international arrivals to accelerate. Vietnam's retail sales and service turnover over the January to September period were estimated to have risen 10.5% year-on-year. According to the Vietnam National Administration of Tourism, the number of international tourist arrivals to Vietnam in 9 months 2017 witnessed an increase of 28.4% year-on-year to more than 9.4 million visitors. By origin of tourists, Chinese tourists lead the market with more than 2.9 million visitors, up 48% over the same period last year. Korea was second among the key source of foreign tourists to the country, with an impressive jump of 52% year-on-year to 1.7 million. For the remaining months of 2017, the Vietnam government has been boosting tourism promotions nationwide to major markets, especially Asian and European countries, as it aims to meet the 17 target of 11.5 to 13 million foreign arrivals.
Elevation and supply. In the third quarter of 2017, 5 new buildings, Saigon Center Phase 2, Grade A, Thanh Nam Building, Grade B, 198 Huynh Thi Minh Khai, Grade C, Princess Nam Phu and YK Building, Grade C completed. Total stock at end of the third quarter of 2017 was approximately 1.9 million square meters. Rise in demand. Healthy demand was observed with nearly 27,000 square meters NFA of Grade A space and over 30,000 square meters NFA of Grade B space newly occupied, largely driven by the 2 newly completed buildings. As a result of aggressive pre-leasing strategies and limited supply, high pre-commitment in new buildings subsequently induced less impact on the market occupancy rate. Outlook. Supply increase. In the fourth quarter of 2017, Deutsche House will come on stream with 26,400 square meter NFA of Grade A space. Rents keep increasing. In the next 2 quarters, higher rents will be set, the result of high demand and upcoming projects with better quality and higher standards entering the market. Relocation and expansion purposes will still drive market demand, while the number of new setups will increase. Increase in average occupier size will also lead to a steady absorption of space. Supply increases in Hanoi. Total stock of Hanoi Grade A and B office space remained at more than 1.5 million square meters, as no new Grade A and B office building came on stream in the quarter. Existing Grade A and B office supply is focused on the CBD sub-market and the west of the city. Stable demand, more than 27,000 square meters Grade A and B space was taken up in the third quarter of 2017, as several large transactions with more than 1,000 square meters were seen in the market. Demand for relocation and expansion office space continued to be recorded in the Hanoi office market in the third quarter of 2017. Outlook. Supply continues to increase. The Hanoi Grade A and B office stock is expected to remain stable until end of 2017, From 2018, the Hanoi office supply is expected to increase significantly with approximately 200,000 square meters of new office space each year. Demand is likely to be good. Demand for new office space will be expectedly positive over the next quarters in Hanoi, the result of increasing demand for both relocation and expansion purposes.
In the third quarter of 2017, the retail supply was relatively constant as there has been no new competition in the Ho Chi Minh City market. With regard to the expansion of supermarkets, positive improvement has been recorded from giant retailers, with mostly located in residential buildings. The quarter saw a marginal drop in occupancy levels by around 35 bps quarter-on-quarter. Occupancy levels at CBD shopping centers were flat at 87%, while at non-CBD projects, levels were down slightly by 0.4% quarter-on-quarter to 92.8%. The premium retail supply is expected to welcome more than 75,000 square meters, mostly from the non-CBD sub-market, for the remainder of the year. Food and beverage, entertainment operators, and experience-oriented retailers will be the main drivers of leasing demand in both sub-markets. Rents will likely move upward until the year-end, especially in the CBD, with major advantages from healthy foot traffic driven by anchor tenant. The occupancy rate in new suburban projects is forecasted to face a challenge to achieve expected performance due to the outweigh of new supply to demand. There has no new shopping center completed in the third quarter of 2017. The total stock remained unchanged at nearly 970,000 square meters with 24 projects. In terms of location, Thanh Xuân, Hai Bà Trưng, and Long Biên accounted for 71% of the total stock. Convenience stores continue to boom in the Hanoi market with increasing presence of both international and local brands. The average size of these stores was approximately 40 to 50 square meters in the CBD and around 80 to 100 square meters in the non-CBD submarket. More than 16,700 square meters of retail space was taken up in the third quarter, thanks to many promotion programs in the new shopping centers and lower rent in older malls. The overall occupancy rate continued to increase to 82% in the third quarter, up from nearly 80% as compared to the previous quarter. So in overall, the total supply is likely to increase significantly in 2018, with 322,000 square meters enters the market. Until the end of 2017, only 2,000 square meters of premium retail space is expected to put into operation. Zara Vietnam will open the first Hanoi store later this year. So the two huge projects, namely Aeon Mall in Ha Dong and Ciputra Mall Hanoi, are expected to enter the market during the period of 2019 and 2020. The expected lower than average rents in new projects and the abundant supply are likely to result in downward pressure on market rents in the future.
Mix and new launch up considerably. New launch in third quarter 2017 total 11,744 units, up 53.9% by quarter and 39.2% by year, mainly driven by mid-end segment, with 6,163 units launched. In Villas Townhouse markets, new supply reached 1,389 units, up 69.4% by year, with most of the activity witnessed in Thủ Đức, District 9 and Bình Chánh. Demand still at good levels. For apartments, sale reached nearly 13,000 units. Sale rates increased 12.5% by quarter, the result in the successful soft launch strategy in newly launched projects. For Villas Townhouse market, sale total 1,429 units, up 75.6% by year,
with 56% price around $350,000 per unit. How about Ho Chi Minh residential market's outlook? Higher supply of low-end apartments. Until end 2017, new launch of apartments may reach nearly 15,000 units, dominated by low-price sectors, mainly in District 2 and District 9. New launch of villa townhouse in last quarter of 2017 are expected to remain stable, total 1,300 units by year-end. TradeReal expects good sale rate, especially in the low-end segment. The low-price sector targeting owner-occupier demand will likely deliver future sales, supported by better infrastructure development. Sale rates is likely to remain in positive territory towards end 2017. For Hanoi residential market, we record positive number of new launch. There were nearly 6,000 units newly launched in third quarter 2017, taking the total launch in the first 9 months to nearly 22,000 units. New launches were concentrated in Ha Dong, Hoàng Mai, Thanh Xuân, and Nam Tu Liêm districts, and accounted for 71.3% of total. Demand positive. More than 6,500 units were sold in third quarter 2017 in the primary market, an increase of 7.3% by quarter. Demand for apartments focused on the mid-end and affordable segment and accounted for 75.5% of total units sold in third quarter 2017. Ha Dong, Nam Tu Liêm, Hoàng Mai, and Thanh Xuân districts continue to lead the quarter sale with an average of more than 1,200 units sold per submarket. For outlook, supply likely to rise in Hanoi residential markets. Approximately 12,400 new units are expected to complete until end 2017, mostly come from the mid-end and affordable segment. New supply is expected to come from the non-CBD submarket due to the limited land bank in the CBD area. Sales rate to increase from owner-occupied demand. Sales rates are likely to be positive over the next quarter from the owner-occupied demand instead of investment or speculation, especially in the affordable and mid-end apartment segments. Prices are expected to be stable.